Here's a very impromptu video. I just got this book, this hardback book, which cost me, I think, £1.99. That's how much you can get second-hand books for. And it's a biography of Patricia Highsmith. Now, who is Patricia Highsmith, you might ask? Well, in my opinion, I'm looking for some photographs here inside the book. In my opinion, Patricia Highsmith is the greatest crime writer there's ever been. And she is the person who invented, oh gosh, that's a bit much for this video, eh? Shows how attractive she was when she was young. She invented the talented Mr. Ripley. She also wrote Strangers on a Train, which I think was adapted by Hitchcock. And I was watching a movie recently with Ben Affleck, and this movie was called Deep Water. And I thought, what a tremendous, intelligent, interesting movie this was, including the fact that he collected snails. And somebody asked him, in the movie, why do you collect snails? Are they for eating? He said, no, they're toxic, you can't eat them. It turns out that Patricia Highsmith herself had thousands of snails. She had this passion for snails. Who knows why? Writers are incredibly interesting people. They're often more interesting than their books, although in her case her books are superb. She smoked 40 Gauloises a day. That's like a Turkish-French black tobacco cigarette, unfiltered. Absolutely the last thing you want to smoke if you want to be healthy. But she didn't care. She was also a massively heavy drinker. She was a lesbian. She didn't understand why a woman would want to be with a man. And she just held lots of fascinating... She's a lot like Sartre in that she was very interested in the left wing. She was against, of course, Franco and the Spanish Civil War. And just a really fascinating woman. And for £1.99, you can get... Oh, how big is this book? It's enormous. It's 500 pages about her life in enormous detail, and I think we've all lost. Many of us have lost the ability to read a book because you have to sit down and dedicate a lot of time to it. But I think I don't think Andrew Wilson is the same Andrew Wilson who is A.N. Wilson. I think it's a different Andrew Wilson. Pity, because A.N. Wilson is a genius historian. Historian. So there we are, a very impromptu heads up about watch out for any movie that's been written by Patricia Highsmith, because it will be incredibly interesting.